team, it's KJ here. Thanks for joining this Gold Mail, and today we're going to talk about facial peel cream, and it's part of our beautiful Ultra Care Plus range. And why do we love this range so much? Because it's specific solutions for specific needs of your skin. Absolutely amazing. And we're going to focus a little bit right now on exfoliation. Now we know that there are three main products that we use to exfoliate: the complexion refiner and the microdermabrasion, which are two of our mechanical exfoliants. And today we're going to talk about facial peel cream. So if you're wanting to learn about complexion refiner and microdermabrasion, there are gold mails on that one. But let's have a talk about this one today. So to understand what all this means, let's revisit the skin and its three layers. But today we're going to focus on the top layer, or the epidermis. Now, in this top layer, new skin cells are formed, and they then take the 28-day journey to the surface of your skin, which is around the thickness of a rose petal. Now, when they're born, they're plump, firm, happy skin cells, and as they travel, they lose their structure and their moisture, and they become, for want of a better word, raisins during that journey. When they reach the surface, they've lived their life cycle and they're now dead skin cells, which is what we can see on the surface of our skin. Now, these dead skin cells or cornflakes can be up to 15 layers deep, and these can create both a protective barrier but also a detrimental one in some ways. Let me explain. So here's a picture of our beautiful skin, and this is the KJ version of what these cornflakes will look like on the surface of your skin. Now, because there are multi-layers, there are some higher points and lower points, and it's this multi-layering that can cause micro shadows on your skin, sort of like little umbrellas on certain points, and these will cast little micro shadows. So the more layers of cornflakes, the more micro shadowing, and this can cause your skin to look dull and lifeless, so to speak. No radiance, no glow, no good. But wait, there's more. Take a look at this paint pick, and it's another way to look at the cornflakes on your skin, but this time let's look at it like flaky paint. Now, the pick at the top is like what your skin would look like with all these dead skin cells. Now, it goes without saying that if you needed to do anything to the surface of your wall, before you did anything to it, the first thing you would have to do is prepare with some sanding, etc., to create a workable surface. Then we can renovate. Okay, so back to the cornflakes. What else can they do? Well, pigmentation. We know that melanocytes, which are in your skin in the lower layers, react to the UV rays and they create melanin or colour, and this creates spots. Now, the more cornflakes you have, the more older excess spots you've got. It kind of gets trapped, this colour gets trapped in these cornflakes. So it doesn't mean new ones don't come through, but the more excess cornflakes we've got, the more trapped colour we've got in there. The more cornflakes you have, the more of a chance you have of getting blackheads. Now, these are simply the pores of your skin blocking with a plug of dead skin cells mixing with oil. Now, this plug blocks the opening, becomes hard, oxidizes, becomes blackheads. Let's look at it another way. Here's a picture of normal size happy pore, and it's doing what a normal size happy pore should be doing, and that's letting out the sebum or the oil that is produced down in the sebaceous gland. Nice, we need that. But what happens is we know that not only around the surface of your skin, but also in the lining of that shaft or the hair follicle, the sebum uses to reach the surface of the skin. This sebum mixes with the dead skin cells or the cornflakes and creates a blockage or a plug at the opening of the pore. What happens then, you might ask? Well, it oxidizes when it hits the oxygen, and that can turn black. Think of an apple. If you cut an apple open and leave it out to the oxygen, it darkens in colour. Exactly the same thing here. So, let's keep moving on. Excess cornflakes can hide precancerous cells that can lurk in the layers, not to mention the havoc of having to try to keep your makeup on. You know, imagine applying your foundation, your blush, your eyeshadow, everything that's beautiful, even your pretend tan, all these flaky dead skin cells. What's going to happen is they start to fall off, and so does your makeup, so does your tan, and the more that falls off, the less colour you show, and leaves a blotchy appearance all over. Oh, it's still going. As well as that, the more layers of cornflakes you have, it's harder to topically apply the fabulous and essential products such as moisture, antioxidants, and you know my favourite, yep, the SPF. And I'm not saying that this doesn't get absorbed if you've got cornflakes. It's just not absorbed as effectively. So let's face it, if I'm going to use the amazing Restore range, it's got peptides and antioxidants or retinol or C10, I want them all to work 100% effectively, so I want to know they're being 100% absorbed. So let's have a look now at facial peel cream. Now this is a beautiful chemical version that helps to get rid of these cornflakes, but more importantly, it helps to get rid of the glue that holds them together. Now, when we get rid of these cornflakes, the removal also tells your body to start producing more of its own lovely plump new skin cells. And the more beautiful skin cells that are being produced, the brighter, firmer and younger your skin will appear. The more luminous, the more bright, then the more that you'll be able to apply beautiful colour and for it to stay on as well. And of course, beautiful moisture. It just is wonderful. So here's the facial peel cream, part of our exfoliant range. As I said, Complexion Refiner and Micro are both on other gold males. So let's have a look at it. We know that cleansing and toning is an important part of your daily routine, but it's not enough. We need to have this beautiful facial peel cream, which is designed, unlike the mechanical version, which kind of very gently buffs away those cornflakes. This one takes away the glue that holds those dead skin cells together. So here's our skin cells or our cornflakes. Try and think of it like this. Think of honey crackles, and that honey holds those cornflakes together. So we could try and sand that off. However, much more effectively is if we had something that dissolved the honey, that therefore let everything just sort of start to fall away naturally. And remember, when we have the less of these dead skin cells, we have much more even surface, we have a much more wonderful surface to topically apply our moisture, we address minor pigmentation, our makeup stays on, we speed up the cell renewal process. There is just so many things, but especially for facial peel cream, it really focuses on being able to address some of the concerns with enlarged pores and blackheads. Okay, so facial peel cream has a number of very fabulous ingredients. We have glycolic and we have salicylic, and these two are the main ingredients that are going to really make this work for your skin. So glycolic and salicylic are the two ingredients that, for want of a better word, dissolves that honey that holds those cornflakes together. And when we dissolve that honey, or we dissolve that glue, or those fibers that are holding those dead skin cells together, it helps them to fall off much more naturally, leaving that beautiful, radiant, healthy skin underneath. And of course, that's glycolic acid and salicylic acid, and they're the two key ingredients in this beautiful product. Now, with our very wonderful facial peel cream, we use this for 28 days in place of your night cream, and you can do it about every 3 months. So in place of night cream, every 3 months for 1 month, and I tell you, it just smells delightful, it feels glorious, and how it makes your skin look is amazing. Always remember as a consultant to show people how it works by putting a little piece about the size of a 50-cent piece just down on the side of your chest, and let them have it sit there for 5 minutes, and then get them to just rub it gently off, and what they can feel coming off is their dead skin cells. Let's face it, gang, we want to show people how wonderful this actually works. But anyway, there it is, facial peel cream, what it does. And I know from talking to dermatologists that, of course, as much as they love mechanical versions of exfoliation, that for a much more gentle and very, very effective approach, facial peel cream or some type of glycolic salicylic combination is just what we would call the gold standard in exfoliation. Well, that's it from me. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, we hope to have you join us on our Gold Mails again. Take care and have a great day. Bye.